Om. 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 Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Om. Pranams to the lotus feet of the Lord, pranams to all the Mahatmas and Gurujis, and pranams to all of you. The last class, we just concluded the shloka number 12. Vasur Vasumana Satya Samatma Samida Samaha Amoga Pundari Kasho Vishakarma Vishakriti. Vasuhu, the indweller, and in the form of 8 Vasus. Vasumanaha, the one with an excellent mind. Satyaha, the truth, the one who is both the formed and formless. Samatma, the self which is the same in all, the one with an unchanging mind. Now, asammitaha or sammitaha, the immeasurable or the indeterminable or the determined. So we can take that meaning. Samatma, sammita, samaha, the same, the one ever associated with Ma, Mahalakshmi. And then amogaha. Amogaha means one whose worship is never in vain. It never goes waste. So praying Lord will always give benefit. Even if you are ignorant, chanting the Nama will give you lots of punyam. Pundari Kakshaha, one who pervades the lotus of the heart. Other meaning is the one with the lotus-like eyes. Then Vrishakarma, one whose action is of the nature of dharma. Vrishakarma. Then Vrishakritihi, one who takes a form for dharma or whose form is dharma. Bhagavan is not only the nature, he takes actions in the nature of dharma, he is also that takes the form of dharma itself. That means Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tatatmanam srijamyam. He is the one who establishes and runs the whole universe. That's what. Up to this we have seen in the last class. Now we will go to shloka number 13. Rudro Bhagushira Babrur Vishva Yonis Shuchisravaha Amrita Shashvatastanur Vararoho Mahatapaha Rudro Bhagushira Babrur Vishva Yonis Shuchisravaha Amrita Shashvatastanur Vararoho Mahatapaha. First, let us look at the word Rudraha. The word Rudraha we have seen in the Sri Rudram very elaborately. It can be given in 2 ways. One is one who causes tears. The other meaning is one who removes the tears. So, Samharakale na prajaha rodayati. He is Rudra because he makes people cry when he withdraws them at the time of pralaya, which is far away anyhow, don't worry. So this is one meaning. So Rud means is sorrow. The Rudram Rati, the Dati, because he gives grief, he is Rudra. Now, what is the thing? He is a giver of fruits of actions. He gives unpleasant situations for Papa Karma. Through these, he gives griefs and make people cry. That is what people think. This is one. People always ask, why Bhagavan is always giving me the trouble, and why others are all okay. I am only suffering. I never did anything wrong. This is what we think. In fact, the other meaning is more apt. Rud dukkam, dukkha karanam va. Ru is sorrow or its cause. Tam dravayati iti rudraha. So dukkam or dukkha karanam dravayati iti rudraha. He removes our sorrows, our tears and their cause, and so he is Rudra. Extensively we have discussed in the Sri Rudram, and the Rudra Abhisheka and the chanting of Sri Rudram as a prayer to the Lord is the greatest prayaschitta that anyone can do. Even great papas can be removed by chanting the Sri Ruddam with Shraddha and Bhakti. The name Rudra generally refers to Lord Shiva, but here is used for Lord Vishnu also. Please note this very much. Because Lord is one, and here he is invoked as Rudra. And again, often we say, don't get confused. There is only one Lord. And that Lord is, you can call him as Rudra or Vishnu or Brahma or any Ambal, anything. Everything is only Sarvam Ekam only. Don't fight between this and this. Never fight. That is immaturity. That is lack of understanding. We should never do it. If any person who is sane, who understands, so here you say Rudra. So Vishnu is called Rudra. Normally people think Rudra means Shiva. Because every function is there, everything is given one Nama. Ultimately, God is formless. God does not have name or form. But based on the function, we give some names to the Lord. Understand this principle very clearly. We have repeated many times in the past, but this has to be kept in mind all the time. Eko Vishnu Mahad Bhutam. There is only one Vishnu. Based on the function, we give some names to the Lord. That's it. So that is what it is. So Rudra. Then next one. Bahu Shiraha. Bahu Shiraha. Bahu Shiraha. Bahu means many. Shiraha means heads. So one who has got many heads. We have seen it in quite a few places. Lord Vishnu has Bahuni Shiramsi, many heads, and is called Bahushiraha. So the Purusha Sukta talks about this. Sahasra Sirisha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. He has got many heads, many eyes, many hands, many legs. What does it mean? The Purusha is 1,000-headed. What the word 1,000 stands for countless. The 1,000 is only an indication, but it indicates countless. He alone is manifest as the various bodies, and every body has got a head. The head is the most important part of the body, and hence the head is nothing but Parameshwara. Parameshwara. All our vital organs are above the neck, the head only. They are all very important. Now all the Jnanendriyams are here. So head is to be protected. So of course every part of the body is important, but this is very vital. So that is what it is. So every limb or part is only Parameshwara, but here the head is specially mentioned as the Uttama Anga, the important part of the body. With thousands of heads and thousands of feet, how can he be lodged in your heart? Because Purushayeva idam sarvam. Purushayeva idam sarvam. Bhagavan only is there in everywhere. Antar Bahishya Sat Sarvam Vyapyanarayana Stitaha Padrubam. And all these things is Purusha alone. What was before, what will be in the future, what is now, everything is Purusha. The Bhagavan who is here and who obtains in the heart also. So he is Bahushiraha. Bahushiraha. Then Babruhu. Babruhu means the supporter. He supports and sustains everything. All the lokas. Hence he is Babru. The Sri Rudram also refers to the Lord as Babru. In the first Anvakam, Babrusu Mangala it comes. So Babruhu, he alone supports this world in the form of Adivaraha. In the Kurmavadara we have seen it as Ananta and others. So the support is depicted in different ways in different Puranas and stories. But again, everything is Bhagavan is the Adhishtanam. That is he is a supporter. That is what it is. So Rudro Bahushiraha, Babruhu. Then next one is what? Vishwayonihi. Vishwayonihi is the cause of the entire Jagat. Cause of the entire Jagat. Ishvara is both the intelligent and material cause of the entire Jagat. So Yonihi means womb. The world is born of the Ishvara, hence he is called Vishwayonihi. You can refer to the 14th chapter where it is given beautifully, third shloka and fourth shloka. Mahayoni Mahad Brahma Tasmin Garbham Dadamyaham Sambhava Sarvabhutanam Tato Bhavati Bharata. So that the two shlokas you can refer it. So we have seen it earlier also. The next one is Suchishravaha. Suchishravaha. The one with pleasant and purifying names. Suchishravaha. The Lord has Shavamsi. Shavamsi. What is means? Names are that are pleasing and worthy of hearing. When we hear the various names, the words revealing the Lord, we find all the words are very pleasant to hear. And we want to keep hearing them. Not only his names are pleasant, they are also Suchihi. Okay, Suchini. So pure and capable of purifying us when we hear and also chant them. Pavitranam Pavitram. So he can purify all of us. So his word is the only pleasant. Also, they are all purifying namas. What do you mean by purifying namas? Understand very clearly. Purifying means what? Bhagavan, the moment you chant Lord's namas, that will purify my mind. What it will take out? What is the dirt which will be taken out? Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, the 6 enemies. Remember, 6 only again indicated. Many things are there. Commonly 6 are said. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. All these things will be removed. That is what is called purification process. The next one is Amritaha. Amritaha means the immortal. The immortal. Na vidyate mritam asya. He is the one who has got no death. He has no decay or death or old age. Nor does he have any modifications. He is nirvikaraha. Also, no modifications also. He is eternal. Sanatanam, Shashwatam, Puranam. All those things we have seen. So Shruti talks of him as Ajuro Marnaha. Ajuro Marha. So he is not subject to old age and is immortal. It is coming in the word, it is coming in the Upanishads. Okay, the word. So Ajuro Marha. So this shows the essential nature of Ishvara. So Lord is always immortal. And we have seen in Gita also, Na Jayate Mriyate va Kadachite. There is neither birth nor death. Lord is always there. That Lord is only in all our heart as Atma. In this totality, we call it as a Brahman. Only one person, only one Lord called by different names. Atma, Brahman, Chaitanyam, consciousness, everything, Amritam, eternity, everything is only one and only one Lord. Then the next one is the Shashvata Stanuhu. Shashvata Stanuhu. The imperishable and firm. So he is Shashvata. So when he says Amrita, he is Shashvatam only. He is always existed. There is no beginning or end for him. He is also Stanu. The Stanu, we have seen it earlier also. The firm with no change. Kutastaha. Now he is very firm with no change at all. Nirvikaraha. Okay. So he is no growth or not decay. So these two together constitute one nama. He is imperishable and firm. Kutastha, who does not undergo any change. So one who is imperishable, one who is all-pervading, one who is ever-present, one who does not have any birth, one who does not have any death, and one is unchanging. Everything is Sarvam Ekam Vishnu. Oh, understand this. Then the next one is Vararoha. Next one is Vararoha. The best ascent. The best ascent. Arohana means mounting, going up. Now, mounting a horse implies that it will have to dismount from the horse. So, wherever you will get into a car, then you will have to get out of the car. Thus, every Arohana will also have Avarohana. Every ascent will have a descent. Like if you go to the Sabrimala, you climb up the 18 steps, then you have to come back again. So, here Bhagavan is Arohana, Vararoha. So, because Bhagavan is called Vararoha because Arona unto him is Vara. That is the best and ultimate. What is that? That means reaching the God is the ultimate. Having reached him, one does not want to return and one does not return. He is the ultimate end, ultimate goal. How do you say reaching and returning? How do you understand? By proper understanding of the Lord. Please understand. There's no question of going somewhere and reaching. I mean, initially we give for the preliminary, for the school students, we say Bhagavan is in the Kailasha or Vaikunta, and then we have to go there. That is a preliminary education. Then when you go to advanced language, what do you say? Reaching is nothing but understanding. Understanding what? God is only one who is all pervading. That God is indwelling in each and every being also. That is the understanding. So Aham Brahmasmi is the ultimate understanding. So you have to understand. So what is the thing is, the moment you understand, there's no death for us also. The body may die, but I don't die. I, the Atma, is ever there. In fact, the Upanishad says, Nacha punaravartate. Having reached him, one does not come. Yamprapya nivartante taddhama paramamama. Gita says. In the 8th shloka, 8th chapter, it comes. Na yamprapya nivartante taddhama paramamama. By achieving whom, there's no return. That is by abode. When you say achieving and traveling and reaching, all within quote. Please understand. All is nothing but understanding. That is what it is. So this achieving by understanding is essential nature through knowledge. So he is called Arohana, because one who thought himself as limited now finds that he is the limitless Lord. Initially, every jiva thinks I am a limited person. And once you have the understanding of the true nature of every jiva, the jiva become a Parama. Jivatma is nothing but Paramatma. Initially, you think I am the wave and I am small and I have got a life. I depend on the ocean. And once you have the understanding, the basic nature of ocean, the basic nature of wave is nothing but water. Similarly, Jivatma, Paramatma is the initial understanding. There's a difference. Bhagavan is there, Swami, I am the Dasa. All those initial understanding, I need to reach him. But ultimately reach him through what? Knowledge. Once you get the knowledge, I and Bhagavan, both are ocean and water. Wave are nothing but water. Similarly, Paramatma and Jivatma are nothing but one Ekam Atma. That's what it is. So, that is what it is. So, Aroha, the Anka, the climbing onto which there's no getting down, is the lap of Bhagavan. And he is Vararoha. Or else he is the best Aroha, reclining place. Other way of looking at this, best Aroha, reclining place in the form of Adisesha. That is also there. Then going to the next Nama, Mahatapaha. The Mahatapaha. Mahatapaha means one with the great knowledge. One with great knowledge. This should be understood very clearly. Swami Dayananda has given a brilliant commentary for this. I will explain a little bit in detail. Listen carefully. Generally, tapas means religious disciplines which involves a lot of will and effort and a lot of self-denial. Right? When you say tapas, tapas is what? A voluntary self-denial to improve by sensory restraint. Shamaha, damaha, I want to improve. So I say today is Ekadasi, fasting. Today is Saturday, fasting. Fasting is one form of tapas. Like this, there are so many tapas. Vak tapas, ahara tapas. Like this, so many tapas is there. For those who are going to Sabrimala, they have got a 40 days vratam. So that is again a kind of a tapas. So it requires a lot of will and effort and a lot of self-denial, voluntary self-denial. One does tapas for fulfilling either some desired results, because sometimes you do tapas for what? For achieving something. For achieving something. Maybe it is sakama, achieving some results. So Bhagavan is the very end, the ultimate goal, and he is Purna and so. So there is no need for him to do any sort of tapas, isn't it? Think about it. Why should Bhagavan does do tapas? For Jiva, we as a Jiva, we need to do some tapas, either for Chitta Shuddhi or achieving some selfish things like getting some, if I want to have a putra, I don't have children, I want to do some tapas, I go through some penance and then I try to get it. So I achieve something by some tapas as a Jiva. Paramatma, Bhagavan does not require any tapas. Then what is why he is saying Mahatapaha? So the tapas here must have a different meaning. What is the meaning? Here the tapas means knowledge. Knowledge derived from the root tapa alochane. Tapa alochane. It is said satapo tapyata satapas tapva idagum sarvam asrujata. This comes in Taittiriya Upanishad. So before creating of the Jagat, Bhagavan did tapas. and then created all this. Elsewhere it is said, Tad Aikshata. It comes in Chandogya Upanishad. Before creating, Tad Aikshata, he saw. So the word tapas is used again in the Taittiriya Upanishad, in the Bhriguvalli, where son of Varuna wanted to know what is Brahman. So he went to his father and said, please teach me what is Brahman. The father gave him a definition and asked him to work on it with the help of tapas. Beautiful. The third chapter of the Taittiriya Upanishad, in the Bhriguvalli. Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma Bhrigurvaiva Runihi Varunam Pitaramupasasara Adihi Bhagavo Brahmeti Tagumho Vacha. It starts like this. Then Varuna, the father, gives the definition of Brahman. Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma, one of the famous quotes from the Upanishad. Then he says, you go and then discover this Brahman. I have given you the indication, you go and discover. Then what the son does, the son does, what he saying? He first goes and first says whether the body, when he says contemplate on it, has come back. He says first he says body, then he says, then Varuna says no, then he says it is prana, no, then it is mind, no, then it is buddhi, no, then anandam, maya kosha, no. It's a pancha kosha. It's also pancha kosha vilakshana. So negating each kosha. Finally, he is understanding the real concept of Brahman. It's a negating 5 layers. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, Kosha. All those things. So then finally he comes to the conclusion. Thus the word tapas is repeatedly used here in the meaning of contemplation. Hence tapas is nothing but knowledge. Therefore tapas is knowledge. That means that is inquiry is also tapas. Sorry. Because it is finally in the form of knowledge alone. Sorry. In the Mundaka Upanishad says, Yasya Jnanamayam tapaha. His tapas is in the form of knowledge. It is again another reference in the Mundaka Upanishad. So again at the level of Ishvara, what is this tapas? It is in the form of knowledge. Knowledge with reference to what is to be created. What is Ishvara visualizes. And what was there before the creation? The knowledge about is what is going to be created is the tapas here. So it is Mahat Jnanam. It is Mahat Jnanam. So tapaha refers to Jnanam and Mahat Jnanam refers to the big knowledge. What is there? What is to be created? Because the whole Srishti has to come. Everything gone to Pralaya. Again it has to come back. So what is going to be brought it? The magician brings it, right? Bhagavan is a Mayavi. So like the magician brings everything and makes us believe. Similarly, Bhagavan gives his whole Srishti, makes us believe. That's the Maya's beauty and makes us think this whole is real. But it is unreal, we discover through the knowledge. So he created it. So what is to be created should have been there before, obviously. Unless it is there in the hidden, unless it is in potential form, it cannot be kinetic. So whatever is hidden only has to come back. Nothing can be created on its own. It is from unmanifest condition, it comes to manifest conditions. So whatever was resolved at the time of Pralaya of the previous Kalpa, that alone has been brought now in the form of present creation, in keeping with the karma pala of all the jivas to be created. I hope you understand this. At the end of one kalpam is what? 2000 chatur yugas of Brahmaji. Brahmaji's one day time is 12 hours is 1000 chatur yugas. Brahmaji's, that is what is the Srishti. Then it goes into Pralayam for another 1000 chatur yugas. So 2000 Brahmaji's chatur yugas is one kalpa. And again, next kalpa, come in the kalpa, again Bhagavan again brings the Srishti. Everything goes into unmanifest, again comes back. So the creation presupposes knowledge. And unless knowledge is there, there cannot be a creation. So Ishvara, who is a Sarvajna, has the knowledge of the entire creation, and this is the tapas that is talked about here. So Mahatapaha means is the knowledge. What is the knowledge? About the creation. So Bhagavan has got he is a Sarvajna, he has got the complete knowledge, and so how to go about and creating it and then how to sustain it, and how to again go back to pralaya stage, resolving it. And how it is happening is, it's all based on all the jivas, papa, punya, karma. All our papa and punya are all in the seed form, in the karana avastha form. So everything goes into potential form. And again, in the pralayam, everything in the dormancy form. And when it is again coming back, all the jivas again come back. So nothing will go away. So whatever you do, for Anadikalam, we have been born, we have been coming up, we have been born, and we have died. And again, how many crores of janmas left, we do not know. But Bhagavan has got the account of all our papa punya karmas. And even if it goes to pralayam, we go into dormant condition, unmanifest condition, again we will come back. And whatever is there in the fixed deposit will come back, and then we need to enjoy or suffer. So nothing can be taken away. Bhagavan is Sarvajna, and he has got a supercomputer. He keeps the track of everything. So therefore, this tapas, this contemplation, as though on the previous creation by Ishvara, is Mahat, great. Because what is to be created is Mahat. Because of his Mahat tapas, he is Mahatapaha. So the word tapaha is also derived from the verbal root tapa aishwarye, tapa santape. Then the word Lord is Mahatapaha, because his tapas is Mahat, his aishwarya, lordship, is great, uninhibited. And his pratapa, the strength and power, are so great. Sorry. So great that the adharmis cannot stand against him. So nobody can escape the karma, whatever they are doing, everything has to come back. So Mahatapaha, beautiful word, one with the great knowledge. So with this, we have completed shloka number 13. Now we will go to shloka number 14. Sarvaga sarva vidbhanuhu vikshvakseno janardanaha vedo veda vidavyango vedango veda vidkavihi sarvaga sarva vidbhanuhu Vishwakseno Janardanaha Vedo Veda Vidavyango Vedango Veda Vidkavihi. Let us take it one by one nama. Sarvaga. This is 123rd nama. Okay. Sarvaga. One who is all pervasive. Sarvaga. It's all pervading. Now Karanatvena Sarvatra Yaptatvat. Ishvara is the material cause of the entire Jagat. You must understand two principles of Ishvara. One is the intelligent principle, another one is material principle. He is the intelligent cause and material cause. Intelligent cause in Sanskrit is called Nimitta Karanam, and material cause is called Upadana Karanam. So you have to understand. Lord is both intelligent and material cause. So here it is what? He is a Sarvagataha. So Sarvaha means what? He is the entire Jagat. Repeatedly we said this here. He is all pervasive. Therefore, sarvatra gacchati. He goes everywhere. Hence he is sarvaga. He goes everywhere, is all within quote. Because he is all pervading. Where can he go? He is there everywhere. But what does it mean is, he is not limited by the space. He is not only in the heart of everyone as the Pratyagatma, he is also outside. So understand, Lord is all pervading. This is one of the important points to be remembered. So that is why we repeatedly say, again, once in a while we have to recap, the chanting of Vishnu's Nama with the understanding Bhagavan is all pervading. That means we have to start seeing the Lord in each and every being, every vastu, every inanimate objects, everything we should see the Lord. That is the purpose. So Sarvaga. Then Sarvavid Bhanuhu. Sarvavid Bhanuhu, the one who knows all and lights up everything. Again, brilliant commentary. The Sarvavid. This I'm hearing it beautifully here from Swami Dayananda. He has given it beautifully. Listen to it carefully. So there are two words we use in the Shastra. One is Sarvajna and second one is Sarvavit. What is Sarvajna and Sarvavit? Then that means one who knows everything. Ellam Arindavan. One who knows everything. Even though grammatically both these words have the same meaning, they are technically used in different senses. Understand this. Let us look at it. Sarvam Brahma. Everything is Brahman. And if you know Brahman, then I is Brahman. There is no other Brahman. The Brahman cannot be known indirectly because Brahman is you. That's what Vedam says. Tatitvam Asi. The Guru says, and the Shishya will say, Aham Brahmasmi. So Brahman cannot be known indirectly because Brahman is yourself. Therefore, one who knows Brahman, who knows himself as Brahman, is called Sarvajna, because Brahman is Sarva. So whomsoever knows Aham Brahman is Sarvajna. In fact, Upanishad says, whomsoever knows Brahman knows everything, because everything is Brahman only. Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagat. So if you know Brahman, you know everything. In fact, it says, Edai therindu gondal ellam therindu gondadagum. By knowing which, I know everything. By knowing Brahman, you know everything. That Brahman is you and me. Mayeva sakalam jatam. Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagat. So that's what it is. So that is a Sarvajna. Then Lord is a Sarvajna because I know I am Brahman. He knows I am Brahman. This is the Jiva who knows I am Brahman is also Sarvajna. Because whomsoever has got this knowledge, we are all Sarvajna. Why? Because we all know Aham Brahmasmi. So we all call ourselves also, we can say we are Sarvajna. Then what is the difference between Ishvara and Jiva? What is the difference between Ishvara and Jiva? Ishvara knows everything in detail. He knows every name and form with all the minute details. Isn't it? Ishvara knows all the Jivas, everything in this entire universe. Not only in this Bhuloka, all the 14 lokas he knows, and who is doing what, he is keeping track of everybody's account. Okay, he has got such an artificial intelligence by which he is tracking everybody. So he is there. So that makes him a Sarvavit. That makes him a Sarvavit. Whereas we as a Jiva, we know only limited things. As a Jiva, I know myself. I know immediately some few friends, few relatives, few people in the office. I know that my network is limited. Maximum, you will know about 1,000 people in our life. That's it. Beyond that, we will not know. And then we know a few things about what we are dealing with. We know we have got some knowledge on some other things. So we are all having a limited knowledge, limited access, limited reach. So we cannot call as a Sarvavit. Whereas Bhagavan is Sarvavit, in the sense he knows everybody and everything, the whole creation. So holy. So even the things he knows, he does not know all the details. We do not know. Whatever little bit we know, we also do not know full details. If you go and ask a doctor and you say he is a specialist, you know everything. He says, no. I'm only, even though he says I am a specialist in heart, for example. No. People call me as a heart specialist. Still, we are not able to understand certain mechanism. Still, research is going on. You take everything. If you go and ask any scientist, the more and more you know, they will agree the less and less they know. Because so much flow in every field. So in every field, wherever we have got a knowledge, our knowledge is limited only. Whereas Bhagavan is Sarvavit, he knows everything in detail. So both Jiva and Bhagavan are Sarvajna. Whomsoever knows Brahman is Sarvajna. And those who have got the complete details is Sarvavit. That is only Bhagavan only has got. So Sarvavit. Then Sarvavit Bhanuhu. So Sarvam Veti iti Sarvavit. The Lord is Sarvavit because he knows all in general and also in detail. Sarvam Vindate iti Sarvavit. Being a Satya Sankalpa, he gains whatever he thinks of. For this reason also he is Sarvavit. So this is what it is. Then come to next word, Bhanuhu. Sarvavit Bhanuhu. Because it's a single word. Bhati iti Bhanuhu. That which shines is Bhanu. Swayam Bhasate Prakashate. One who has got self-effulgence. So the Suryan, the Lord Surya is called Bhanuhu. One of the names is Bhanu. The Lord as Brahman is self-shining like sun. Generally, Bhanu refers to the sun in a relative sense, and the sun does not require anything else to make it shine. So it is self-shining. Because of its shine, everything else, like the moon, also shines, and the whole, our world also is shined by the sunlight. The moon is not luminous by itself; it shines after the sun. The sun not only shines, but the Sarvan Basyati makes the moon and everything else shine after it. If you can appreciate it that much about the sun, what to talk about the very cause of the sun itself? Who is the very cause of the sun? It is again the Lord. Sarvan Basyati. Brahman lights up everything. Brahman lights up everything. The Shruti highlights it by saying there's a beautiful Upanishadic mantra which comes in few Upanishads. Natatra Surya Bhati na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoya Magnihi Tameva Bhanti Manibhati Sarvam Tasya Basa Vishwamitam Vibhati. So the moon, the stars, the lights, lightning, various other sources of life do not shine. That is, they do not light up that vatsu. How will this Agni, fire, light it up? Tameva Vantam Anubhati Sarvam. Tameva Bantam Anubhati Sarvam. Tasya Basa Sarvamidam Vibhati. While all the sources of light do not light up the Paramatma, Atma lights up everything because it is self-effulgent, self-shining. So the word light is used in Vedanta very much. It comes quite a few places in Gita also. It makes one known things. It's called lighting up. We also say in our colloquial usage, can you enlighten me? When somebody is discussing something, we say, can you enlighten me on this? What do you mean by enlightenment? Are you taking a matchbox and lighting something? No, it is a knowledge lighting. So any vastu is known is called lighting up, lightening. So what is the thing is, that is the word light is used in the terms of making things known. We have got 5 sense organs, right? The eyes makes us know the forms and colors. The ears, we understand the sound. Nose, we get the smell, and tongue, taste. The similarly skin, all the touch. So all these things are what we can say. The ear lights up sounds, the nose lights up smells, the tongue lights up taste, and the skin lights up touch. Perception is possible for these sense organs because of the light of the mind is behind them. Because sense organs are working by what? Because there's a mind behind it. Sense organs are only the external one which is going out, but it is processed by the mind. So the mind shines. How the mind works? Because the Atma shines on the mind. The Atma enlivens the mind. Mind per se is the Jadam, Achetanam. It is an insentient, inert object. And the mind is getting sentiency. It is enlivened mind and working mind. Then that mind is what? Because Atma shines it. The Atma, who shines Atma? Nobody. It is a self-shining. Ever self-shining. So the Atma in the form of consciousness shines everything. So it shines the mind. Mind in turn shines the sense organs by which we know the world. We know the world. So it lights up the mind and sense organs and the entire world. This is the light of all lights, which is self-effulgent. Jyotisham api jyotihi. Again, in the 13th chapter it comes. So this mantra which I said, Natatra Surya Bhati na Chandra Tarakam, normally done when during the Deeparadhana. The Deeparadhana is it has got a very big philosophical significance. We are lighting up the half a tablet of a camphor and say we are asking everything. What is it? The light is what is taught about the knowledge. And when you do the Deeparadhana, when the Garbhagraham is so dark, darkness reveals in the ignorance. When we light it up, we are able to see the Lord. So lighting up is the knowledge which is gained. That is what is symbolically represented by the Deeparadhana. So the Deeparadhana, what we are saying is, How am I going to light up him? I mean, I cannot light up you. You are the one who is giving us everything. So it is by ignorance, but I wanted to symbolically do it by every time by saying what? Dhyayona prachodayat. That means you enlighten me. So I need to get the knowledge. So that's why in the morning, what we do in all our homes, we normally get up after washing ourselves, we'll go to the altar and light up the lamp. Light up the lamp. The lamp signifies knowledge. Knowledge. And in the early morning, especially when it is dark, when it's about to, the sun is about to rise, and we get up and light up the lamp and then do prayers, it is about getting the knowledge. So this is not, though this is really not to light up the Bhagavan, but it is to light up our own buddhi. Our buddhi is steeped in ignorance, and therefore it needs the light of knowledge. And in Gita, again in the 15th chapter, it says, Yada dityagadam tejah jagadbhasayate kilam. So, tad tejo vidhi mamakam. So, knows that light, that is there in the sun, illumining the old world as mine. It is me who is lighting up. That is what is coming in the Purushottama Yoga, which many people chant also. So, what is the thing is, he is the Sarvavid. He is the one who knows all that is there in detail. And he is the Bhanu, self-shining, illumining everything like the sun. So both words put together constitute one Nama. Sarvavid and Bhanu, Sarvavid Bhanuhu. In some places, some books, they may split it, but normally it is constituting as one Nama. Karma Dharaya Samasa, they say technically in the Sanskrit language grammar. That's what it says. That is one. Then the next one is what? Vishwaksena. Vishwaksena. I will introduce this. It is again requires a little bit of explanation, which I will give it. Let me introduce it. One, surrounded on all sides by the armies. Vishwaksena. We have seen the Vishwasena in the Purva Bhaga. In the Dhyana Shloka Bhaga, we say Vishwasena. The armies of Vishnu is called Vishwaksena. We have seen it. So Vishwak means everywhere, on all sides. Vishwak Sarvatra Senaha Yasya Saha Vishwak Senaha. The armies of Bhagavan are everywhere, on all sides. Looking at it from the Puranas standpoint, the Senas, the armies of the Asuras flee in all directions, being frightened by the Bhagavan. Hence, he is a Vishwak Sena. So we can look at this Nama with a deeper meaning also. So the superficial meaning is Bhagavan has got a number of armies. I mean, he has number of people, number of the army, which is countless, and he is surrounded by the armies, and he dispatches everybody, everywhere, and then he knows when to attack, where to attack, how to attack, and whom to attack. That is where Yada Yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tatatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So Bhagavan knows how to protect the sadhus and how to eliminate all the criminals, all those things. Bhagavan knows in this larger order he will take care of it. You and I do not need to worry because he has got countless armies. Vishwak Senaha. This is the larger superficial meaning. There's a deeper philosophical meaning which is beautiful, which is the commentators have given it, which we'll see it in the next class as a detail. So we'll stop here. We'll come back to this Nama Vishwak Senaha. Again, we'll go into the detailed meaning and go further on. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Swasti Prajabhya Pariparentam Jnaner Margena Magi Maishaha Gobrahmanebhyo Shubhamas Nityam Loka Samastat Sukhino Bhavantu. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Insha Krishna. Again we reconvene next week. Hari Om. Thank you.